Hello and welcome. I'm Bill Wake. We're here working on a Kaleidoscope app, and we've got a lot of it working for either live camera view or shot from a fixed image. But we'd like to have something to do screen capture. So when you tap on the Kaleidoscope image, we'd like it to save off into your photo library. If we can't work that, we'll figure out somewhere else to put it, but we want to save those images. Okay. So let's see. Last week feels like a long time ago. All right. So I should say I do post a weekly summary. If you go to my YouTube channel, let's see. You can just do xp123.com/YouTube, gets you to the channel. And there's a summary channel playlist, and you can find this last week's work, basically a little code walkthrough and summary there. All right. So where we left off is we did some spike work on capturing images, and I think we basically know what we need to do, at least on the capture part. All right, so this is episode 13. Couldn't quite get it to go on Halloween, but that's the breaks. 10:30. I think I called it screen capture. Okay. All right, so take a picture of the current Kaleidoscope image. All right, so we had, well, not camera. Somewhere we have a tap. Okay, oh, a minor thing. I think I want to make the camera one the first one you do rather than the second, so I'm just going to swap the order on these two. It's the sort of low interaction path. You hit camera and it starts showing stuff, as opposed to an image one where we say, oh, you got to select an image, and so I think it's worth doing that. What happened there? Camera. Oh, I got to make that the selected one. Active tab equals camera. Okay, try that again. Now, unfortunately, this won't actually work on here because the simulator doesn't have a camera, but if it did, it would be there. We still do have this one. We can select a photo, and we don't have the rotation, so, that's okay. Let's check that in. So view for the captured images. Yeah, I think that might be reasonable. I'll definitely do it if we can't put it in the photo library. I don't know if I should. I don't know quite the style on it, but yeah, that's a possibility. Let me tag that in here. Photo album or let's say final tab. Okay. I also think we may want some settings at some point, so I don't know. We may have a fourth tab for that at some point, but I think we're closing in on it. I don't know if we'll finish this week, but probably this week or next week. Okay, so take a picture. So take a photo. Let's find that print. I think that's still, yeah, it's in there. This is really a snapshot, but I think we need that on our camera. Oh, that's the photo view. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's this. All right, good. Yeah, and I think that gets us where we're working on things. All right. So what we had last week was we made a Collide experiment, which is really basically the same as camera Kaleidoscope, and we defined we defined this new class capturing view, and I think that piece we just need to make into our production side. What it does is it needs to keep track of the scale. So if you have 1x, 2x, or 3x images, we need to keep track of that. And it's given some content, and what it does is it shows the content, and then it adds a tap gesture that says capture the content, basically with a fixed size, which is a little smaller than your average screen, but it doesn't, I don't think it makes a huge difference. It just tells us how big that's going to be. And when you call capture, it runs that on the main actor, which it needs to do because it's messing with the UI. So what it does is it creates a renderer that grabs the content and renders it somewhere and sets the scale so when we capture the image, it has the right scale. And then we do a renderer and we ask the renderer for the UI image and we get some stuff. Okay. Now, are we using capturing view? Yeah, we are. Oh, so I got to go to the experiment tab. Yeah. We'll select a photo. All right. And if I tap, I should get the information on the photo. We're not showing it. We used to show it down here, that little blip there. Okay, so if we capture it, rendered image equals the image. Now, where's rendered image? Okay, yeah. All right, so I think the effect of this is rendered image becomes the real image, or becomes the captured image. Now, I think we need to do more here. Like this is where we're going to put it in the library. That's where it's going to go. But why is capturing view? Oh, we got rendered image here. Why is it not updating? Where's that capture? Okay. Oh, we took it out of there. Okay, so we describe it. Let's put it back in just briefly so we can track it. Rendered image. Oh, that's capturing view. Oh. Do I want to... how do I want to do this? Okay, it would be nice if capturing view... State. Let's make this a binding. Oh no, it doesn't capture it. Yeah, let's make this a binding for now and pass it in on capturing view. How about capture dollar source image? Okay, and then in here, let's make this a binding var captured of UI image. Captured as UI image. think it's maybe just not caught up. It's this rendered source image, rendered image. Okay, let's make this non-optional. Ooh, I want image. Image. He's not a UI image. Source image is not the right image. Okay, experiment view. Well, I got to admit, I get it mixed up on image and UI image and all this stuff. Can I assign image to? Oh, he's an actual image. Okay, that helps. Captured as an image. Coming in. Capture dollar rendered image. Type binding of image to expected type. Capturing view. Extra closure. Oh, I didn't put it in my init. Capture image Z stack. Yeah. I like that. Let's see. So I forget what I say here. I think I say captured a binding of image. And then the content. I feel like I have to capture as a method. Captured. And then down here. Captured. Cannot assign binding of image. Okay. And I want captured. I think it's an image, right? That should just be displayable. Cannot find captured. Oh, rendered. Trying to get that thing at the bottom. Well, it won't be at the bottom. It'll be above the selector, but it should display it. Oh, which I do down here. Okay, let's take that out. Okay. Well, I think it's consistent anyway. Let's see if it works. Trying to get rendered image in place. Select our photo. To the waterfall. Tap. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So I think I'm going to pull. Well, let's see. I think this thing is no longer using capture. Find selected text. Find usages. Select symbol. Okay, yeah, nobody's calling that. Okay, and let's pull this into the main code. Now capturing, it's not an experiment. It's really, I'm going to put it up at top level. And I know we have Swift UI. That's fine. Cannot find capture in the scope. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Redeclaration because we have it here. Okay, our experiment view should still work. Yeah. Okay, so experiment, select a photo. Okay, tap, and we get it. All right. So let's take, let's move this over. Okay, so I think that's okay. We don't need this print. Okay, because we do have the image. UI image. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Like just the balance of where the pieces go. I'm just going to comment this for now. We're going to need that image data at some point to save it rather than show it, or we're doing both. But okay, so let's check out our experiment view. Again, I'll move it over a little. Whoops. Okay, now he's got Collide Experiment. But I think this is just the Kaleidoscope view. Is that Photo Kaleidoscope? It really belongs on this part. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did. Right, I just pulled out that part. Well, I'm going to pull. I'm going to make this, I'm going to put our capturing view in place. Experiment. You know what? I think, if I recall, they added something in this, so you can just do this. Boom. All right. String. Okay. I guess I'm misremembering. Okay, so we'll start it there. Captured is dollar captured. Oh, he should be a binding then. And then we don't need the on tab because we are the on tab. Okay. Cannot be inferred specifically. Yeah, I don't think that. Oh. There we go. All right, so I'm putting the capturing view there. This should be binding captured image of image. Okay, and so the caller needs to provide the state for that. Maybe I was okay as I was. Let's start here. Okay, so I've got the capturing view more or less like that guy. And then I should have the photo selector. Okay. And I can do what I did in the experiment and put the rendered image, which we've called captured. So I'm trying to get this onto my main photo, select photo tab. All right. We don't want to show it there forever, but this is just an attempt to move the code in out of the experiment tab and into where we can use it. All right, so we'll do a photo. I guess I'm mixing it up today. All right. Now when I tap, that should, you should put the little photo in the bottom. Yeah. All right. Now I think we're to what you suggested. Let's see. So we move capturing view into the production side. Photo Kaleidoscope. Okay. Right. So yeah, suggestion was wrap the capturing view in a Z-stack so you can draw the image on top. So I probably should default to an initial blank image rather than a photo name. Let's see. So I'm not sure where the Z-stack goes, but probably here. No, I guess it goes here. Z-stack. Okay, and end of this is the end of the Z-stack. All right, so that's the one thing, and then let's put captured in there. And I don't know that it has to start exactly in the center of the other one, but we're going to get our image with a photo, photo icon, and then replaced when we change it. Yeah, you can see the photo icon is still in there, nice and tiny. If we click, what happened? I think this inside, yeah, is the replacement. So I think it's kind of doing that. I only want to show this if captured. Well, I want to animate it. Okay, so let's Swift UI simple animation. Yeah, back to hacking with Swift. Always good for this stuff. Scale effect. Animation linear. Just bring animation by default. I think that's okay. Scale. Yeah, I need to shrink it. You want to animate the tab blade to wrap more than the collide view. I don't know if I have to get it to the tab. Rotate would be interesting, yeah. Yeah, I think. I think if it went down in a southeasterly direction, I would be content regardless of where it ended up going. I'd like it to go past the boundaries of the image, so maybe I will have to go more. Okay, but there's these effects. So what do we got? Scale effect. Value. Okay, let's try this. We'll see if we get something out of it. Scale needs to be a state. Okay. So they're adding it. Okay, so I want to do scale equals 0. Oh, in my capturing view. Oh, this is tricky. Because I want capture to trigger that. I've got the image. Scale's going to have to go in. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm showing the content. Down tap, I'm going to capture. I don't know, unless maybe this thing should be the one that does it. Let's try that. We'll show this. Let's pull this stuff out of here. Move the scale down here. Okay, I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to, well, maybe I will make it 2.0 just so I can see something happen. Okay, so now I'm showing the content and I'm showing the captured. and captured has to default to something. Maybe we can play with that. Okay, so when I tap, something should happen. I should get something over top of this. Oops, I didn't make it a Z stack. Okay, I think I'm going to get the two images now. In CSS, you specify what, and you change the value to make it go. Yeah, so we'll change that to a 0 at some point, and then I'm not sure what will happen. Select a photo. We need to make it go away as well, so that's okay. So there's my photo image, and I'm going to tap. I should get a smaller version of this in here, growing out to a larger version, and then maybe the captured image down on the bottom too. Okay, I guess I lost the captured image on the bottom. This, I feel like I'm, I mean, that does seem to be a scale too, but this seems like the starting one, and I don't see the original. So, let's run that again. Okay, I'll take this. All right. So that was so fast. I'm going to make this slow. I'm puzzled because I think the original captured image should be scaled up at that point, not both big and small. Okay, so it's dark yellow with a little bit of that in there. I'm going to tap it. It should scale up in about 5 seconds. That was not 5 seconds. I don't know if that's the same or not. Why are you so fast? I don't know. Can't miss this. 10 seconds should take a while. Boom. Okay, maybe I don't know if the the simulator may not do animations the same. I mean, duration seems like it should take 10 seconds to go from the original value to the current value. That's what I thought it meant. Maybe that's not what it means. Increases by 1 each time it's affected, but duration makes it happen over 1 second. Just use linear. Well, that'd be another consideration. Oops. Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? Let's take the default. Let's take this off. Try again. I've got it open now. Which I think is like a second or something anyway. There we go. Debugger takes its sweet time connecting on the app. Okay, so photos, select a photo. Okay, so we have that image with the little photo icon in there. There's one that's kind of distinctive. Tap. Now that didn't go anywhere. So, okay, so this is very odd. I'll tap, I'll get a new photo on the inside. Scale 2.0. Well, I gotta say, this is not what I'm thinking of. Search song gets factor. Okay, yeah. I mean, well, let's play with it a little, I guess. But it's displaying the 300 by 300 version. It's not scaling it, as far as I can tell. Oh, okay. You would think if it wanted to double, it would be okay, but this should be one with a little bit of bounce to it when it goes. Okay. I used to have a screen set up that I could show that while I'm running. Guess I haven't used it in a while. Okay, that image is distinctive enough. All right, so when I tap, boy, that did not it did not take any time at all. Okay, so the suggestion was let's do linear with duration of time interval. Okay, so let's say 5 dot seconds. Well, let's try 5.0. I guess that was the real suggestion. Specified as double. Oh, duration. Okay. Interesting. I got bits of blue. Yeah, that took no time. I don't know. He mentions iOS 17, so I'm surprised. And I don't even seem to be getting the scaling, right? So, oh, this is the, no? If I scaled the wrong thing? Captured scale effect. I thought it only applied to capture. Let's do dot offset x colon I'm going to go back on here again. Yeah, I have scale up here. Double. Okay, so if I tap, it should make it big and offset it. Okay, but notice what's weird. It's also, oh, do I still have it? Oh, never mind. That's me being stupid. Okay. No, I don't need the Z stack. Too many places. But I don't know why it's not actually animating. It's annoying. Okay, I got this. Oh, he's offset already. No, he doesn't care where he is either. Notice he's doing that. Okay, so, huh. Okay, so capturing view. I mean, we're putting everything in here. I really, well, I really want that to disappear. Oh, okay. Well, oh, scale effect, scale. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Good point. Scale effect. Let's try shrinking it to 1/10 of its size and moving it to. I don't know if I'm going the wrong way or the right way here. I'm moving it the wrong direction probably, but okay, so this should shrink immediately. Oh, okay, so that's taken a while. Okay, you're right. Okay, so we want scale to be 1, scale to be 0. This, I want to offset it by, I kind of want to, I don't know if I want a geometry thing or not. Okay, when scale is 0, let's see if I can make it do something like what I want. I'm trying to just bounce it away from the center. It'll probably still go weird on the y-axis. And maybe I should start this thing with an initial photo. I don't know. Okay, that's going where I want. All right, let's take this off. Well, let's go back to Snappy. Let's make the same expression here. Okay, so I'm trying to force it. If it's 0, this term goes away and the y-axis goes to 500. Y is up there, so 500 is on the bottom. X is over here, bottom left, so, or left side, so should make it go towards the right corner. Now I don't know if I need that. That starts it off too small. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a starter photo in. Let me put that on the to-do before. You can select one from your own library. Okay, I'll take this. All right, so this should do more or less what I want. A little too fast, but okay. Let's do linear duration 2. Okay. Now I'm still not sure how to handle this thing. Okay, that initial thing is wrong. All right, but I should get it moving off to the corner somewhere. Yeah. All right. 1 is maybe enough, maybe even too big. But that's okay. It's moving and scaling. But okay, so that I want, but what I want at the end is I want it to disappear. Okay, so let me search for let's deal with the weird little starter image. Swift UI image. I don't know if I can just create an empty image. String. Oh, no. Okay. Empty view. Well, that's not an image. I mean, I can create one, I guess, right? Oh, there's UI view. Okay. If you don't create Huh. Okay. All right. I want a 1 pixel transparent ping. I don't want a commercial license for a 1 pixel non-parent transparent. Why is that transparent? I don't think it is. All zeros is black or white? It's white. Why is that? Okay. Let's download this. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want it to not be there. Um, well, okay. What do I want? I don't know. I want you to tap, do the capture, display the captured image going off the screen, and at that point, I want to replace it with nothing, really. I want to go back to this transparent image. Open an image with preview and crowd tone pics. Okay. I mean, scale 0 by the end of it. Is that good enough? Maybe it is. All right. So, but he's got to reset. He's got to reset scale. Yeah, after it's captured, I want the scale to go to 0 to animate, and then I want to reset the scale for the next image. I want a transparent image. I don't know. All right, so I guess well, one thing I'm looking at is defaulting captured, which I don't know if it needs to be a binding anymore. Captured. It's like I don't really want it out there. Okay, so I guess I'm going to put this one pixel transparent in. I suppose he's an image set. Let's call him that. And put this in. Okay. Now, in Kaleidoscope, I'm going to set this to 1px. Okay, so now you won't see it the first time, I think. So the scale, it should start at 1 and go down to 0, right? So I start scale at 1 here, and then when you capture, once you finish capturing it, I scoot the scale down. Right, the content only sees the content, not the captured image. So I scale it down to 0. So it'll be, intermediate values 1 to 0. But like I want something to happen when the animation is done. I'd like to reset the scale. I'd like to reset the image back to 1 pixel blank and reset the scale back to 1. Okay, so if I tap I don't see the photo icon anymore, so that's a good thing. And I get that. Okay. That's that's kind of what I want. Now this, maybe I should pull the geometry reader and get the real values. I don't know. Um that would push it more towards the corner. Maybe even this corner, depending where the geometry reader was. Um so I'm not sure how to reset animation. Like right now, we're scale is 0 and the image is the captured image, which is something. Okay. Um, all right. Well, I think we got a thing. So let's commit. Capturing view now. Oops, now displays the view, the captured image on top, then shrinks and moves it. Okay. I mean that is progress. I don't know if when I capture, should I do that? Um, so I'm saying captured is that. I don't know if I'm screwing things up or what. And I want to make scale equal 1.0. Then capture the stuff. I don't know if I'm. Yeah, maybe I should do the completion. Maybe that's the right place. Um, is it just a handler? Oh, with animation. With a completion. Oh, I'd love a demo of this. Okay, with animation, completion criteria, body. Okay, so let's try with animation. Well, no, I don't get the value then. Okay, let's find an example. Oh, there's an on animation completed. No. Oh, it's in the view. That's the code. Animation you want you can, not just those. Okay, so that's in here. With animation. Okay, so body is this. And then on completion. Do I just say completion? All right, and we're going to simplify our testing here. I should have done that first. Demo. Okay, yeah, let's get that bad boy in there again. All right. Especially the target values of the properties to animate. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so photos. Okay, so this should change it. This should do the same stuff. That was a little weird. And no animation the second time. Okay, but we didn't do any completion stuff. All right. And maybe it's kind of doing it. Capturing. Moving this up. Okay. Do I put this here? Okay. So 1.0 changes that to 0. And then hopefully this restores that. Now that may screw up some other stuff. Okay, and then I've got to fix that image thing. It's too annoying. And it's also a better user experience, I think. Okay, so I tap. This should... Well... Whoa. So he puts it back when I'm done. All right, but let's change the image. Is it captured equals image of 1px? Okay. Oh, I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I don't do it. Okay, so I expect this to go away. I mean, something's a little weird to me, but maybe not bad. I can live with that. It kind of does a little bounce, shoots off to the side. Yeah, I think I can live with that part. All right, so let's see. And how about reset captured image when animation completes? Yeah, so I think I'm changing it. Specify the target value. So I want it to end up at 0 from wherever it starts at this point. Hopefully that means it then goes and runs the animations and comes back and does my completion. I think that's what it is. Okay. Okay. Now, what did I talk about doing? Photo kaleidoscope image equals image of demo. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. Yes. Cannot convert value of binding image to binding image. Image of image. Source image. Right. So let's delete his brace. Whoops. That. Cannot convert to source image. Right. This is more work than I thought it would be, honestly. All right, but yeah. So if image restores to 1, you'll be able to just specify we want to move in the with animation block. Okay. All right, this should have something there to start with. All right. Back to our corn image we spent so much time looking at. All right, so grabs and goes. Grabs and goes. Okay, this satisfies me. I'd be happier slightly if it went to the corner. So I think that's what you're saying is I can do something like that. Well, okay, start with initial position, say move it to another place. But I think I have to say the offset like this, right? Or I can explicitly put a point there. I don't know if offset can do points. It'll do a CG size. So say move it to another place. I I think I have to provide that place though, right? Are you saying something like this? Date bar. Um, so do offset. No, I lost my offset. Oh, it was in there. So this should no longer move. Well, I think I can. I think I can say captured offset equals that other thing. Okay, so yeah, I'm going backwards now. Um, I'll change it a little bit. Captured. I don't know why he's not starting. Oh, maybe he is. I don't know. He looks like he's starting offset a little bit. I'm okay with it. I actually think it. Maybe that's the linear animation. Um, let's try ease in out. Well, that seems weird to me because the offset should be the offset from wherever it's going to put it, which should be centered on this. Um, Boy, it does seem to be moving from there, doesn't it? I can't tell. Something's going on. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe it seems like it's starting at the bottom and then moving up, not quite to the center of the kaleidoscope image, which is certainly not centered. Um, oh, now that's touching the edge of it. That did not. That did not. That did not. Seems lower. Yeah, it's moving. Somehow it starts from the bottom. I don't get it. I don't think it's terrible. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm thinking it's all right, but it's something's weird for sure. Now this, let's, yeah. I don't know. Was it more noticeable with ease in out? And these are not going as far. Huh. Linear again. Maybe I should go back to that article. Um, oops. This one. Linear. Now I thought that was how fast it would update the position. Is it that it hasn't been reset? Well, okay, let's run it again and pay attention to the first one versus the second one. I mean, I'm resetting it here. I don't know, it seemed like it might have bounced in a little. That definitely feels like it. Huh, how could that be off? Okay, what have I got here? Make sure this is... So scale should run 0. It should run 1 to 0. When I say scale equals 0, maybe I have to do them at the same time, in effect? But it's going to have to... No, it's going to have to... I mean, it's got to... It can't stop... Well, I guess it could. I was thinking this is in a block of code. I would think these two would run together and then with animation would say, oh, I see the target value is 0 and the captured offset is that. I'm going to develop some, when somebody wants to animate it on changes in that, it's going to do a linear scale to get there and take a second to do it. Yeah, I think it should be center XY. Now maybe no, I don't see the issue. Or is this in the way? Maybe we're reanimating it or something and it's doing it as it goes immediately and then scaling it. Well, is there a way to put a time? Okay, that's consistently going out at a high speed. I don't even know if you can see it through Zoom or through the Twitch thing. But it is moving. I mean, that's visible to me. I guess we got to look at with animation again. Maybe there was more on there. Okay. With animation, completion criteria. Maybe I should be doing removed. that's one thing. Completion criteria. Let's find. Well, with animation runs too fast. Oh, you can't say linear. Let's see. Oh, that's the animation? Okay. Let's see. Dot linear 1.0. Zero goes to what should be at center x, y plus how far it moves. Yeah, I believe that's right. Okay, that's slower. I didn't do opacity though. Huh. What the heck? Every other one is just fading. That could be a reset thing. I don't know if I'm going the right way or the wrong way there. Does it animate to the 1 pixel image? I don't think so. Maybe we can tell. All right. Well, so this is really weird to me. It's clearly fading without moving. It moves the first time, and then the second time it doesn't move and just fades, which it's not at all clear to me it should even be fading. I don't know if it's a different photo might show it differently. Okay. Oh, how weird. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I would expect. Okay, let's add this animation thing. Animation and completion criteria. Let's add that one. Dot removed. So this says don't run the completion until it's absolutely completely done. All right. Yeah, I don't understand the fading. I think it's fading, but I don't understand it. Yeah, maybe it's not. I don't know. Well, it is now. I put opacity in. Let's take that out. It's just complicating it. Actually, let's take out the scale effect too. Let's isolate. And yeah, we're kind of back in an experimental mode. Okay, well that seems to be Okay, let's put a different number here. Oh, scale effect is not in there. Let's add scale effect. I don't think I want to worry about opacity. Okay, so now I'm not going to 0, so I'm thinking maybe there was something about 0 that screwed it up. Oops. Okay, different photo, whatever. Yep. Well, that's all right. It scales down. Okay. Yeah, maybe something with 0 was just too much. The offsets seem okay. Okay, so that was double clicking, tapping so fast. Yeah, so if I super tap, tap really quickly, it can do that. And I don't know if it's fading or not. Okay, let me take the scale off again. I think the fading may just be the sort of an artifact of the scaling. Yeah, I can't quite tell. It's definitely darker when it's overlapping. I can't tell if it's transparent as well. Yeah, I don't know. I, I think this is reasonably acceptable. All right, now I do think it will be a little funny on the iPad. Will probably show me why I should use real numbers and not these. Let's run there. Yeah, I just can't judge. I guess I can pull up the video after we finish and see if I can tell there. Oops. Did you run? No. Stop this one. Stop this one. So I think the 500, 700 is going to be not all the way across the tablet. Um, we'll see. Oh, that's camera. Photo. Oh, that is the corn photo. Okay. Well, I mean, it actually looks okay. It's going right down to the bottom corner. Zoop. I don't know if that's visible or not. He's so small. Yeah, I'm puzzled by that scale. Let's make this bigger. I'm gonna make it 1,000 by 1,000, and Oh, I set the target to 0.1. I was thinking I had it at 0.5. Okay, I guess I can buy that. All right. So yeah, I mean it's of a size. It's no 1,000. And I gotta say, it seems like it's bouncing in again. Yeah. So the zero. So I don't know what's happening with that. I wasn't seeing it here. That one seems like it's. I don't see any incoming bounce. And yet I do on here. I'm. Yeah, it's definitely bouncing in top in top. Okay. Wow. I'm at a loss. There may be something still going on. I don't know why it would be different between the phone and the other. It's not unbearable, but it's just weird. Um, hmm. So at the point where it runs the image off the screen, it's got it down to a tenth of its size. Now the image that it's taking out is, I don't know, at most half the size of the main image, which I don't know if that means much because of how that scaling works, but um all right. Well, I'll tell you what. This is acceptable to me. It's not, it's puzzling. I'm not sure why it's doing that apparent bounce in and bounce out. Although, you know what? Let me run one more variation here. Let's take these out for a moment. I think this will. I think it'll act differently on the first one and the second one. Okay. All right. So it bounces in the first time, even. And it barely gets out of the corner the second time. Okay, I'm going to be a little puzzled. But anyway, let's take a break. 3 or 4 minutes. We'll come back, and I don't know. I guess I got to decide if I want to move on or pursue this further. What we have is reasonably acceptable to me. It's puzzling, but I'd probably learn something if I figured it out. But anyway, take a break. All right, see you in a few. Welcome back. All right, I've got an idea for trying to debug what's going on here a little bit. Let's put um, let's put a V stack, and in here let's put the scale and the offset. And I think we should be able to see them moving. I don't know for sure. All right. Whoops. Offset, captured offset. Exact match for a pen and push. Oh, didn't put a bracket? No. Well, let's just do this for the moment. I think we'll run it on here. What? Well, it's a cool effect, but I have no idea how that caused that. Why it's drawing this one at a bigger scale. Let me move this up. For the Z stack, we'll put the text at the top. Hopefully that won't blow it away. Yeah, I don't get it. No, it's... Okay, I'm going to put it in the middle. Maybe it's to make the text red or something. We'll see it. No, it's shrinking. I can see it going down to 0.1. Oh, come on. No, foreground style. Okay, fine. Oh, it's font, right? That font. Yeah, I don't get that at all. So I put this inside the V stack. I mean, we took out the V stack and we're laying it over top of the Z stack. Okay, scale 1.0. I click. Well, I can't read it except I can see 0.1 for a brief moment there. But, like, what the heck? Okay, I'm going to put things back. Oh, come on. What is going on? Scale is 1.0. I can't even begin to guess here. Captured. Let's make sure what is actually animating. Although theoretically I've just put it back. That's on our content view. And it's, I don't know what happened. Okay, so we're saying linear duration, completion criteria removed, capture, scale it down to 1.1, and the offset. But captured has scale effect. I'm going to take that off. I don't have scale effect anywhere else, do I? I do. Oh, well, yeah, that one's part of it, but it's a constant -1, so it's flipped on the y-axis or on the x-axis. Okay. All right, we're going back in time here. Where's this? Capturing view. With animation linear. Scale 0.1. Oh, did I take that out? Oh man, I didn't even take those out. Okay. That's on me. Okay. Let's commit those. All changes. I don't know how I staged some. Unstaged. Okay, now capturing view. Okay. I'm gonna go back. I'll keep this line. Capture and scale. We don't have the captured offset in the original. So I'm gonna revert this. Run this again and see what it does. Yeah, it makes no sense to me at all. I don't see anything that would cause the scaling on that. Okay, that's more like it. It's back a ways, but let's push these. Default to a demo image for photos. Okay, so we changed this to be with animation, linear, completion removed. We took this off. I'm going to take this text out. Now that seems to be like we'd expect. Okay. It's not jumping in from the bottom. And, oh, I'm not happy with this. All right, but that's okay. These 500s, yeah, that's weird. Let me change this to 0.1 like I did before. I took out the done animations. Okay, I don't think there's any harm in it. I guess this offset, well, I can make it simpler. Okay, I'm just going to make them both go to the same. And we'll say offset equals 500. Offset equals 0, 0. Okay, and this should be offset. So I'm making it move straight diagonally, not down to the true corner. But I'm okay. I think it's just appearing. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be coming from the middle and going out. All right, let me run on the iPad. Now, before this one would do a bounce in and out. Oops. Guess if I hold up here. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, weird. It's showing up in that bottom corner. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm just barely showing up. What the heck? Okay. When I have these problems, finished running. Okay. I'm going to do a clean and a run. Okay, it is disappearing from the center, going out to the edge. I don't know, it looks different to me. I did bump that size up. Let me do that as well. I don't know if it's... It's hard to know. Can use transition offset to move the image instead. Okay. Okay, so dot transition and dot offset. Oops. Take this one off. Now, what it seems like is the scale is shrinking so fast. Okay, I'll get one thing done at a time here. All right. Oh, okay. Huh, it's going in. All right, so it's jumping from 0 to the center. It's really weird. I don't know if you can see it. It's coming in from over here, going to the middle. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I should negate something. Well, I think when we set these values with animation, it sets them multiple times, is my understanding, right? So it's linear, so it would go 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Well, actually, it would go 1.0, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, in some linear fashion, decreasing it. Every time it set that variable, it would redraw this with the corresponding scale effect and offset. Okay, I'm going to try this one. I don't think I ever set it to 0.5. I'm back to offset. Well, let's hope this still goes. It moves from 500 to 0. Yeah. So I don't know why. If it said transition, yeah, I don't get it. Well, I think if it's 1,000, well, it'll push it further. I mean, it's already going off the screen on the right before it gets to the bottom, so I don't think it'll make any difference. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if I go. All right, well, that seems okay. Zoop. He's not as small. Oops. I should run that on the phone. Yeah, it's okay. It's still a little bounce in. I don't know. I can't quite eyeball it. I'll look frame by frame tonight if I remember. Transitions relative to the current position. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna call this done. I don't know. I thought the 0.5 actually looked better. 500. Okay, we got a frame we captured. All right. So I think what we've done. Take picture of current kaleidoscope image. So animate view moving to corner. We did that first for some bizarre reason. Let's animate snapshot. Moving to corner. Okay. So I think that part seems good. Yeah, there's some little weirdnesses we're seeing. I don't know. Let me run this one more time on the phone as well. Oh, we did start our photo on photo view. I'll take that. I mean, in a way, the animation is nice. I mean, it wasn't a lot of work to get something going, but it just didn't seem consistent across the platforms. Okay. Oh, what the heck? I don't get it. I mean, it's an interesting look. Let me stage this before I lose it. I don't see how anything other than captured gets scaled. Content scale is this variable. I don't know. Excuse me. Um, I mean, I'll grant that it's kind of an interesting look to see that scaling, but our scale never goes above point. It goes between zero. Sorry, it goes between 1.0 and was 0.5 there. Is there some sort of inverse scale? I don't see how it would be. We tap on the content. Is the original? Yeah, I don't get scaling up. I mean, the thing that's captured should be the thing that's moving off to the side because that's this, and the captured one is always shrinking. Although he doesn't. It's not dramatic. All right, I'm gonna revert this again. Gosh, I hate to, but well, let me copy it. If I revert it and the same thing happens, then I'll put this back and we'll just live with it. Whoops, cancel. Discard changes. Okay. All right. Let's run it again on the phone. Okay, that looks all right. Okay, we took this out because that was extra. Now it's too fast, so we did with animation dot linear 1.0 seconds, and we did completion criteria dot removed. We don't have the offsets working. Okay, how many times can I make that mistake? Okay, that's all right. Okay, so let's run that on the, oops, run it one more time. And then we'll run it on the iPad. And then we'll check it in. All right, that looks all right. Running on the iPad. Okay, it seems like an awfully small image, but it's definitely going off. All right. I'm going to change this. We did make that image 500 by 500 at one point there. Okay, well, yeah, this one you can see it shrinks and it goes down towards the corner, but it doesn't go very far. We what's the deal there? 0.5. Okay, so does this? Yeah, I think that's still acceptable there. Okay. But we haven't dealt with the offsets. Okay, so whoops, commit. So this is remove animation from captured image, move to with animation. Well, I won't say it, but there's no change in the offsets at this point. Okay. And now the one thing I wonder, if I set up another variable, I don't know. Scale runs to half. Okay. That's probably why it's not getting out, is the offset thing. But if I have that second variable, does it do them both at the same time? It seems like it should. Or is that what's going on? The bounce, right? If it ran the scale variable down and then the offset was still 0, it would shrink down and then move. Yeah, I think that 500 there is dependent on the scale, the way we have it now. And maybe I can make it, 500 for now. Okay, I will make this image bigger. Okay, we're not using it, I'm just testing it. Okay, there's the source of something. Okay, I wonder if this image is smaller than 500 by 500. And so we're blasting this to, we're showing this image. I don't know, it should, okay. I don't know why that would be the thing that caused the problem. Okay, it is some interaction there. It's because we're showing that. I wonder if this is, I wonder if this is forcing the frame to be 400. Okay, so you think the values will be coordinated going down to their place. Okay, so my working theory is this is forcing the frame to 400 so it can capture it. All right, I'm going to put the geometry reader in here. I may regret this. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around the first thing only. I'm going to make this reader dot size dot width. I'm going to make this also reader dot size dot width. I think it's the right thing to do for now. Okay. So it shouldn't grow any, or maybe a little. There's just the tiniest little, maybe not. Okay. Now, okay, I've defined offset. I think it should start out 0. And then that, and then offset equals 0. And then here, offset offset. Capture shouldn't be done inside the with animation. I don't know. I mean, I think it has to be. All right. That seems to be doing the right thing. Let's try the tablet. Okay, maybe you're right. Capture affects the image. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracting myself. Running on the iPad. I don't think it. I'm not sure if it is or not. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, I'll move that up. Okay, let's get to it. I guess a lot of green I can see. Yeah, that seems to be. It's not shrinking as much as I would expect, but let's. I think we're acceptable on both. So let's tweak offset in animation, and then we'll take your advice and move that out. I don't think there's harm in this part being first. Oops. Still gotta be inside on tab. Okay. So we'll capture it according to the current size. Then we'll start mucking with stuff. Okay, we'll run the iPad first. Okay, good. Okay, I think that's looking okay. Let's make sure about the phone. Yeah, I feel better with that outside too. I do think the 0.5 is a little too big. Yeah, let's make that back to 0.1, which shouldn't affect anything, but we'll try it both ways. Nice. Okay. And the tablet. All right. Yeah, so the theory would be something about changing the frame on the content. No, that's a separate thing. Okay, well, we'll make sure our image gets captured right in our next phase. I don't know where tomatoes get in there. Yeah, okay. I'm happy. So we move capture outside animation block. All right. Stage command. Push. Whoops. Yeah, maybe so. All right, Xcode, where have you gone? Lost my cursor too. How about anything with a screen? Okay. Okay, I would say that is done. Okay, well, I'm going to stop here for the day. It's good. I mean, I'm happy with where we are, and we'll take care of the picture tomorrow, actually save it. All right. Well, thanks for joining. Take care. Bye bye.